United Kingdom BAE Systems released more details about its concept of the United States Army Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle. Preliminary Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle program requirements included the following: optionally manned, it must have the ability to conduct remotely controlled operations while the crew is off-platform. Capacity, it should eventually operate with no more than 2 crewmen and possess sufficient volume under armor to carry at least 6 soldiers. Transportability, 2 optionally manned fighting vehicle program should be transportable by 1 C-17 and be ready for combat within 15 minutes. Dense urban terrain operations and mobility. Platforms should include the ability to super-elevate weapons and simultaneously engage threats using main gun and an independent weapons system. Protection, it must possess requisite protection to survive on the contemporary and future battlefield. Growth, it should possess sufficient size, weight, architecture, power, and cooling for automotive and electrical purposes to meet all platform needs and allow for pre-planned product improvements. Lethality, it should apply immediate, precise, and decisively lethal extended-range medium-caliber, directed energy and missile fires in day, night and all weather conditions, while moving or stationary against moving and stationary targets. The platform should allow for mounted, dismounted, and unmanned system target handover. Embedded platform training, it should have embedded training systems that have interoperability with the synthetic training environment. Sustainability, industry should demonstrate innovations that achieve breakthroughs in power generation and management to obtain increased operational range and fuel efficiency, increased silent watch, part and component reliability, and significantly reduced sustainment burden. Additional requirements included the capacity to accommodate reactive armor and active protection system. The Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle project is a key element of the United States Army Next Generation Combat Vehicle modernization effort aims to ultimately replace the decades-old Bradley. According to a company news release, BAE Systems was awarded a contract from the Army for the Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle program. The United States Army has awarded BAE Systems a contract for the concept development phase of the Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle program. During this phase, BAE Systems will further develop a design that will meet with ample growth and adaptability the Army needs for lethality, mobility and survivability on future battlefields. BAE Systems, along with teammate Elbit Systems of America, will explore crew automation, active protection, and other transformational combat vehicle technologies and turret solutions that will deliver the advanced warfighting capabilities the Army needs for the future. Our soldiers on the future battlefield should set the pace of the fight and dominate in lethality, survivability, and mobility through technology, Jim Miller, Director of Business Development at BAE Systems, said. The conceptual design phase allows us to demonstrate how we marry future technology with our integration and production experience to deliver a new level of capability to our troops on an ever-changing, interconnected, multi-domain, joint battlefield. BAE Systems' Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle design will provide a highly maneuverable and survivable solution for the Army Armored Brigade Combat Team to engage in close combat and deliver decisive lethality. BAE Systems' solution will accommodate a host of targeting systems that will share threat and target data across the Armored Brigade Combat Team, and will help protect soldiers as they get to the fight. BAE Systems' Optionally Manned Fighting Vehicle concept is an integrated system of systems based on a modular open systems approach, which allows for rapid upgrades and technology refresh for quick insertion of new innovations or to counter emerging threats. Modular open systems approach solutions also help lower lifecycle sustainment costs and enable commonality across platforms. The one non-negotiable demand: optionally manned fighting vehicle must carry infantry through enemy fire to their assault point more safely and effectively than ever before. That includes better armor and mobility, as well as improved senses and weapons, since the best way to ensure your own survival is to kill the enemy first. The service plans to spend $4.6 billion on optionally manned fighting vehicle, so it is turning to industry input earlier and more than ever. All the steps from now until the start of Phase 3 detailed design phase, which is a year from now, are meant to add granularity, inform the requirements process, so that we can get that in the hands of the acquisition professionals and the contracting professionals, and we can write a request for proposals next year with some really solid and realistic goals and requirements. Major General Ross Kaufman, who is in charge of the Army Next Generation Combat Vehicle efforts, told reporters in a briefing just ahead of the contract's announcement. Over the course of the next 15 months, the teams will take their initial concepts, share those with the government, and begin a back-and-forth dialogue between what we see as value in their concepts, Brigadier General Glenn Dean, Program Executive Officer for Ground Combat Systems, said during the briefing. Some of that will include putting their concepts through modeling and simulation to demonstrate some of the operational value of some of those ideas. We, the government, will refine the requirements and specifications, feed that back out to the industry so they can update their concepts and repeat that cycle. There will be at least 2 cycles of requirements and specification updates back and forth with industry before the conclusion of the concept design phase, at which point we expect the vendors to have highly refined concepts and be ready for actual design. This is a really big deal, said Major General Ross Kaufman, director of the Next Generation Combat Vehicles Cross-Functional Team. So far, we've learned a lot of great lessons, but we think we're on the right track. It is very important for the Army to be right this time. The optionally manned fighting vehicle will bring a transformative change to the battlefield, providing new technology and new capabilities to our formations, said Major General Ross Kaufman, director of the Next Generation Combat Vehicles Cross-Functional Team. Once these designs are completed, our soldiers will engage with the designs and will provide feedback and input to ensure we are providing the equipment they need to defend our great nation.